Jag vill leva, jag vill dö i Norden. Hey guys, what's going on? Andrew coming at you. In honor of National Day here in Sweden, I thought I would talk about the top 8 inventions coming out of Sweden. It's not very Swedish to brag about your country, and Swedes like to be patriotic, but like privately patriotic. So, because I'm American, we got no problems bragging, I thought I would give Sweden some love today in this video. If you like this one, as always, like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into it. The first invention we got to talk about, number 1 on our list, has to be Gideon Sundback's invention of the modern day zipper. So basically, if you've ever used the zipper, the modern day feature, it was developed here in Sweden. Just kind of a lesser known fact and something that we pretty much use on a daily basis. I find was interesting. Number 2, moving on this list, Inge and Karl Hertz helped develop the modern day system for ultrasound. So basically, anytime you're using ultrasound, if you're trying to figure out if your baby's okay, if you're getting ready to, if you're pregnant or anything like that, this was developed. It helped partly in Sweden during the 1970s. So just another way that Sweden is awesome. Probably one of the most used inventions I use on this list, Hakan Lans helped develop what we consider now a modern day mouse for computers. So if you do any type of gaming and working on the mouse and you're using that mouse design with the 2 clicks, the left and the right, this you have to thank Sweden, which is pretty cool because Sweden is already so heavily influenced in the gaming world, really. Lots of great developers and games coming out of Sweden, and also great gaming conventions such as DreamHack. Number 4 on this list, and we have to thank Rune Elmqvist, who helped develop in 1958. He invented the pacemaker. This one I feel very personal about because I have a friend of mine that actually uses the pacemaker, got the surgery, and it saved his life, and he's been alive now for 15 years. He's had to have the battery replaced a couple of times. It is battery operated, but it is just a life-saving device that has changed thousands, if not millions of lives. We obviously can't talk about this list if we don't mention number 5 on this list, Alfred Nobel, who developed dynamite, which is kind of an interesting one because when I first thought about dynamite, you think of like war and explosions and stuff, but really one of the biggest impact was just on construction here around the world. Just the ability to be able to move rock that quickly really catapulted us into the Industrial Revolution in the West. Just be able to create and things like that. And of course, now we honor Alfred Nobel, and the Nobel Prize is given out in Sweden every year. So that's the next one on our list. Number 6, and this is probably the most Swedish thing ever done, is Volvo developed the 3-point seatbelt system. And speaking like a true Swede, basically Volvo realized how life-saving this technology was going to be and believed that it was not worth it. It was better for the greater good of all if they shared the technology with everybody else if they didn't patent it. So they chose to give every car manufacturer the same right to build a seatbelt, and just imagine how many lives then have been saved by seatbelts over the course of time. And what a great thing that a company didn't care about profit first, they actually cared about saving people's lives. I think that's awesome. Number 7, again, I can't be on this list without talking about Ikea, which really revolutionized the way furniture is shipped, the way people buy furniture, that cut down the cost of everything, being able to build it yourself. You can't go to a Swedish home without having something from Ikea, and basically Ikea is everywhere. You can go to any home, it seems like, around the world, and you're going to find something from Ikea, whether it's a coffee cup or furniture or things like that. One of the major companies to come out of Sweden, and it has such a big impact on the world. It's everywhere, like even in the US you see it all the time, Ikea. So fantastic job there. And number 8, which I put on this list, is Allemansrätten, or the way that like Swedes see nature. It might be a Scandinavian thing overall, but this whole idea that nature is something that we share. You can basically go anywhere that you want to go, walk anywhere you want to walk, and maybe camp or have a good time. And as long as you take care of the stuff, you throw away your trash and things like that, you're basically free to move around. This is awesome if you want to pick mushrooms in the summer, if you want to go fishing, if you just want to go hiking and explore, you have the freedom to do that. Swedes see nature as something to be shared, which I just find to be a very, very beautiful thing. So I hope you guys like this one. I really just want to say congratulations to Sweden. Great country to live in. I'm happy to be here. Sweden has a special place in my heart because this is where I've basically started my life and thrives. Jag älskar Sverige. And jag får se dig i nästa video. Hej då!